I did a quick count just sitting here. During this hearing, I counted 20 incidents cited. Of the 20, 15 on their face are nonviolent. They involve things like insults. They involve a Nazi salute. That's one of the examples. My God, a parent did a Nazi salute at a school board because he thought the policies were oppressive. General Garland is doing a Nazi salute at an elected official. Is that protected by the First Amendment?
Yes, it is.
Okay. 15 of the 20 on the face of it are not violent. They're not threats of violence. They're parents who are unhappy. Yet, miraculously, when you write a memo, the opening line of your memo, in recent months, there has been a disturbing spike in harassment, intimidation, and threats of violence. You know what? You didn't look, and nobody on your staff looked. Did you even look up the 20 instances?
Ted Cruz recently went to great lengths to defend a parent who did a Nazi salute at a school board meeting in response to what the parent thought were oppressive policies of the school. This follows an alarming trend of parents across the country furious over the path education has taken during the pandemic, and also the absolute chaos they believe is happening because of critical race theory education. In the video, you saw Attorney General Merrick Garland being totally caught off guard by Cruz's insane defense, because what Ted Cruz is defending here is behavior that shouldn't be tolerated. In fact, in many countries, it's not. Recently, a Dutch tourist was detained in Poland for giving the Nazi salute at the Auschwitz-Birkenau death camp memorial. A 29-year-old woman made the gesture in front of the notorious entrance gate and was later charged with engaging, rightfully so, in Nazi propaganda. Prosecutors issued a fine, which she agreed to pay. The woman said the act was a bad joke, per Poland's PAP news agency. So we now live in a world where this type of speech has become so normalized that people like Ted Cruz on the Congress floor will defend it. This goes on to embolden people to make the salute and other anti-Semitic and hateful remarks, seeing that they have some of the most powerful people in the world backing them up. A defense like this would have been unthinkable in recent memory, and just goes to show how the right has totally warped the cultural conversation when it comes to Holocaust memory. You may have seen just last week anti-vaccine protesters repeatedly invoking the Holocaust in their stances against vaccines, when we all know there's not even a smidge of connection between the two. It goes without saying that the vaccine has saved quite literally hundreds of thousands of lives, maybe millions, and the more people cast doubt on it, the more people will die. I'm not sure what Ted Cruz is getting out of this grandstanding exactly. I think he's saying that since the gesture wasn't an invocation of physical violence, it means it wasn't inappropriate, but it's incredibly hard to tell what his motive is here, other than emboldening the worst behavior in people. And across the country, this behavior is spreading. How many of you have witnessed outbursts of racism or hate speech recently in your own lives? Personally, I never thought I'd see some of these viral video moments happening with my own eyes, but I actually have, and I'm sure you have too. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.